So you'll probably notice that in this video there's a discrete lack of time lapsing, but I have been cooking. Let me show you what we've built today. Hello there, and welcome back to Can I Make a Game Using AI, like RuneScape or any other MMORPG. Yesterday's video was a banger. You know, the game is live and playable now on duskmere-game.com. I've already had quite a few friends stopping by and giving it a go. Yeah, it's been super fun to watch. I'm going to start this video by just showing you some tooling that I made to make updating the game and managing the game a little bit easier. So we have a GM panel, GM meaning either good morning if you work in crypto or game master if you're a nerd like me. Here I can update the game and build the client and server, and then I can restart the server. So I'm actually going to do it right now. I'm going to log in first to see what happens. We also have this nice little loading screen before you log in. So we're gonna see if you notice any differences anyway from what the update is that I'm about to push. We're gonna update. It's updating. Now it's building. So what it does is it fetches everything from GitHub. Then it builds the client. And then we restart the server. Actually restarts the server automatically. We don't need to do that. So now you're going to see in the game that a new version is available. Duskmere has been updated. Reload to keep playing with the latest features. You click reload now. And you get logged back in. I actually haven't pushed back the edits I've done, so give me a second. So let me show you how I update the map in the game. So let's say I want to, you know, remove some sand there and make it water, and the same there. I do that, I click save state, I click push to live, and in the bottom left you'll notice saving and pushing to GitHub, committed and pushed. Now open the GM panel, pull and restart. So let's see, pull and restart. You might notice we've updated the icons in the bottom right as well. They were a bit bland and they were a bit hard to see, so I wanted to add a bit more color. Are you ready? Boom. Whoa. That's right. We added day and night cycles. And look, the lamps, they provide light and they have a nice little dynamic glow around them at certain angles. Now, there are still a few little bugs that I'm trying to fix, like shadows. So you see, I don't have a shadow. I have a shadow. I don't. Yeah, you know what you see. And then the shadow's back, but it's all a bit of a mess. I've also been working on the waves, but I guess that hasn't been updated yet. I mean, they've changed a little bit, but I'm rewriting. Well, I'm rewriting. Me and Claude are rewriting the whole wave system from scratch because they're just a bit bland, to be honest with you. I want them to try and make use of the in-game elevation and go up and down. So that's the plan. Now, I think we're in a really good place. We've also made some optimizations for the game on mobile. So imagine you're on mobile. You can tap, you can pinch or push to scroll, drag, whatever. Open your menus. And yeah, so the mobile experience is actually very smooth. And it's even better than old school RuneScape mobile, which was quite surprising. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing people using mobile. And I've just added a lot of nice small touches. Like you got a shipwrecked island over there. You have a lighthouse. I don't know if you've seen the lighthouse. You've got a lighthouse over there. You've got this island with some glowing lava in the middle of it. You've got this little island here. So I'm just trying to make, as I always say, make the game feel more alive. So yeah. I was having a problem playtesting the game that when I go to the dark forest and I don't have any food, I'm just gonna die to skeletons and I can't really go into the cave and do anything. So I've added these gloomberry bushes, and you can pick those and you get gloomberries. Gloomberries, they heal you a little bit of health, so it helps you in your combat. So let's see how much health it heals me. Let's go fight the skeleton. I've made various improvements, for example, like pathing to enemies, having the tile go red when it's an attack on an enemy. This is actually my first time in the forest at nighttime. It's very cool. Very cool. Wow, skeletons are really hard to kill when you don't have a weapon. Let me fix that. One moment. Alright, this is the most overpowered weapon in the game right now that no one else has. It's the Iron Shank. And no one else has it because they can't get it. And it's not looking very overpowered because I'm hitting nothing. My attack level's 1. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's probably why. Okay, we are back in the forest, ladies and gentlemen. We actually have some new items today that we're going to look over. Aside from just the bushes that we've created, and the game is constantly restarting because of I'm working on an update right now. Yeah, so we have these berries. You can eat them. You can get health. We've added more skeletons around here. We have spoders. Let's kill Spoder. Where are you, Spoder? Hello. They're actually hard to see because of everything is creepy here. So a nice little coffin laying around. Alright. I got my iron shank, so it should be an easy kill. I like the stabbing animation. It's very aggressive. And the spider has a chance of dropping spider eyes, and I got them. Beautiful. That's what I need. I also need, so look at these spider eyes. I also need some bones, so I need to kill a skeleton. Bones. Okay, now let's see. I need to give myself a grinder. I have a grinder. You see it's like a pestle and mortar. I use it on the bones. There's a little animation. It's not that great. It needs some work. Now I have ground spider eye and bone dust. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a potion. Give potion flask and give health potion just to show you. Health potions, I actually don't know how much they heal, to be honest with you, but you get a potion flask after drinking it. So what you're going to do is you're going to be able to combine the skeleton dust and the ground spider eye and make a potion, which you're going to use in a quest to help poor Geo over here, who's not doing too good. But we have a lot of work to do on this quest. This is starting to get scary. It looks like this is starting to... It looks... So what we're building right here is we've got this nice mossy old metal gate. And this is essentially where the player is going to exit the dark forest into the first city. This is going to be kind of one of the main cities, at least in the beginning of the game here. Kind of like a Varrock or a Falador or Lumbridge. So yeah, working right now on how that's going to look. This is where we're going to find some buildings for the first time, other than the house in the starting zone, which is going to have things like a general store. It's going to have a bank. Every game needs a bank. And then I'm thinking the ability to create your own house. Because I want this game to be also somewhat of a social activity. I know, like, it's not really games that people just kind of play and hang out. People are always trying to complete things or get better items. But I want to create a bit more of a social experience. So I think that everything's dark. You leave here and suddenly it's light. And this is going to be almost like a staging ground for people to progress to the next level of the game. And I don't know what that looks like yet, obviously. But isn't this exciting? Something I really need to do is figure out how to make the object selector better. It's really hard to find what I want sometimes. I think we're going to have to split it up into categories. Like environment, object, skill, that kind of thing. Now, you're probably wondering, but listen, Joe, you said you were going to work on the quest. Well, I'm taking a break from quest because it's a lot of work, and I'm getting my friend, he's going to help me out with a lot of the questing stuff, because it's a lot of thinking of dialogue and actions and whatnot. And right now, I think what we need to do is we need to expand the game in terms of the map, so that if a player does join, he has something to discover and somewhere to go, and he has to have a feeling, you know, like he needs to feel. I want to make him feel, or her, you know, I want people to feel when they log into Duskmere. Just gonna blend the edges a bit better here, so you really do feel like you're leaving the darkness and entering the light. And because I'm so creative, I've called it Lightshire. It's a placeholder name, like everything in this game so far, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. We'll cook something. Let's go check this out then. Ooh, spooky. It's very dark at nighttime. That's why I really like it. You don't often see games that are this dark. I feel like the fog is a bit too much and it's a bit buggy. We can have a look into that. Let's make it day, time, day. Time, morning. Okay. God, look at this. Darkness behind us. Light in front. Now, the gate has an open animation, but doesn't work right now. So, we're not going to be able to enter, but this looks incredible, guys. So, you'll probably notice that in this video, there's a discrete lack of time-lapsing. But I have been cooking. Let me show you what we've built today. So, one of the most important parts of any MMORPG is the city. And I know I talked about it a bit earlier, but let's just show you what we've got. This is the first city in Duskmere. As you can see, we walk through the dark paths of the dark forest. Now we approach this nice mossy gate, and let's open it and walk through it. And look what we see here. We see a huge city. And obviously, it's by no means finished. But we cooked a little bit. But this is not all. This is not all. Welcome to Lightshire. Greatness awaits. Now, Lightshire is a pretty bad name. I get it. But it's a placeholder. Okay? It's a placeholder. Chill. We can now customize our characters. So obviously a big part of an MMORPG is giving yourself an identity. You could be male, you could be female, you could be white, you could be black. And everybody is obviously welcome in Duskmere. So I wanted people to feel that. So we have male character, female character, light skin, dark skin. I'm going to pick what I think is most accurate to my skin. Let's see what hair. I haven't actually looked through all of these guys. Let's have a look. We got different hair colors. Tousled, long, ponytail, twin buns, a mohawk. Oh, bold. Bold. I can be bold in Duskmere. That is interesting. I think we're gonna go with a mohawk, guys. A blue mohawk. I think that's pretty dope. And let's pick my outfit as well. I really dig the charcoal tunic, and I mean we gotta match it. All black. Ah, he's just this typical guy goes straight all black. Yeah, let's go. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic, guys? Okay, let's have a look. What's in the city? Let's have a look. So here's a little sign, Lightshire. Very cool. Look at that over there. There's a statue of the gods. Got a few little houses. We've got a building over here. It's actually a bank. We've got a bank. And let's come over here. We have a notice board. This looks like a nice notice board. What happens if we read it? Look at this. It pulls the information from the website and you could open. I was kind of hoping that I pushed the latest blog post, but it's about to land now. But you can see here basically all of the updates that have taken place in the game. Yeah, you've got NPCs roaming around. You've got Thomas. You've got Mira. You've got a little market going on. Nice flames in the top of the statue. I'm not a huge fan of the fountain. I think it needs a bit of work, but it's pretty cool. We got another Pomeranian over here called Patch. Does Patch talk? Woof. Of course. What else would he say? There's a well, which needs a bit of work. Let's check out the bank, guys. Let's check out the bank. Ah, there's a guy in there. Who's that? Oh, his name's Hosam. Hello, Hosam. I'd like to access my bank account. Select an item. Put my starting letter. I can't put my starting letter in there. Okay. Well, if I had items in my bank account, I'd be able to put them in. So there's the bank. And yeah, guys, that is the city of Lightshire. We've got a, looks like an armory, a forge here with an NPC. Have a chat with him, Bram. Mind the anvil, blades sharpened while you wait. Once the forge is roaring anyway. When will that be? When the coal cart finally gets here. Ask at the tavern, they hear everything. Very cool little dialogue. I know there's some clipping issues, it's fine. Let's check it at nighttime. 1 second. Ooh, very aura. That's not a phrase, but super aura. Okay, let's have a look at the tavern. Odella, hello Odella. The Gilded Tankard, best stew inside these walls. Also the only stew, but the best. Very cool. Now, obviously, the NPCs don't sell you anything yet. You can't buy anything. But that's coming soon. TM, obviously. Now, there's also another update that came in this, and that's the ability to trade. Let me see if I can push the new blog post live, and we can read it together. Okay, let's see. I should have pushed the blog post live now. Let's have a look. Okay, the new blog post is live. The Gates of Lightshire, a city, a bank, and your first trade. Beyond the mossy gate and the long road through Mirkwood, something has been rising behind high stone walls. This update throws the gates open. Welcome to Lightshire, epic. A living city, Lightshire is Duskmere's first true city. Curtained walls, a grand gatehouse, and a plaza built around a towering statue raising an eternal flame. Fountains murmur, market stalls crowd the square, and street lamps pool warm light over the flagstones after dark. That's what we just saw together. There's a general store, a weaponsmith, and a tavern with a fire going on. Walk into any of them. Every building in Lightshire has a real interior, not a painted front. The bank, the city's proudest institution, is its counting house. Push through the columned entrance and you'll find a git teller counter, a vault door taller than you are, and Hozam, the head teller, waiting with an immaculate ledger. Talk to Hozam to open your bank. Anything you store is kept safe on your account. Log out, fall in battle, sail to the far side of the map, and it will still be there when you come back. Your backpack holds 28 slots. Your vault holds a good deal more. Hoarders rejoice responsibly. Trade between players. You can now trade face to face. Right click another adventurer, offer your goods, and both sides before anything changes side. And both sides confirm before anything changes hands. No more dropping items on the ground and hopping. Duskmere's economy starts here. And it starts in Lightshire's Plaza. Make the face you deserve. New adventurers now design their character before stepping into the world. That's not true. I've had to change that. It's when you step into Lightshire. Small things you notice. A notice board in the town carries latest news from this very dev blog. Night sky has got moodier. Clouds now darken with dusk instead of glowing like lanterns after sundown. The sea rolls with a proper swell on the open water. The gates are open. Come spend something. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but everything is starting to be more real here. Obviously, there's a lot of blank space, which means that the possibilities are endless. I think I'd really like to explore, whilst they still have Fable usage, that players can build their own houses. And also, today is the launch of the new Grok model. So I'm going to give that a try. And also GPT 5.6 Sol. So there's some new models to try out. I don't think any of them are going to be nearly as good as Fable. But yeah, I just realized after recording, I did that whole scene without activating my webcam. So you don't get to see how excited I look and my raw emotion. But I really hope you start to see what we're building here a little bit. I hope that you see, you know, the frequency and the speed of which we're able to develop new environments and add new features. I think I've said this already, you know, it's an MMORPG, and MMORPGs are never finished products. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this journey together. And please don't forget, as always, like, subscribe, comment, do everything. And let's continue building this fantasy world Duskmere together. Hope you enjoy. Hope you can try out the game. Link is in the description below. And I'll see you in the next one.